Good you too.
Go to see if I get.
You're it.
I'm sure somebody else can do it. You can do it. I kind of like it.
I can't go.
Can we read them?
Babe. Huh? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What?
I made it.
Well, who's taking me home now?
Me?
I gotta flip the corner.
You have your choice.
I pick you. That guy comes too early.
Yeah, but you leave at the same time.
Evening, y'all.
Hey, Rabbi.
How y'all doing?
Good.
All right. We're making
Why
progress.
did you stop us? Because there was no lights coming from either side. 3, 6, 7.
Rabbi,
Yes.
hey, I'm Phil Tenenbaum.
Hey, Phil.
Nice to see
Nice
you.
to
Welcome.
Nice to see you.
Okay, we're on page 120.
Hey.
Shreya Shreya Oya Lutsala Shreya I don't know how you barp you were red cover source, shiny can show little pocket. I can avoid you, tell the old hallelujah. On page 122B, the meter will be silent. it's on page 69. Missionary obtained Abraham Yitzhak for Yaakov, Sarah, Kara, Helpalea. Who Yivare, Virate, et Stephen Snyder, Ruth Patseri, Manu, John Parente, Richard Smith, Bernard Axel, Lisa Kaplan, Edward Goldberg, Perry Williams, Joy Eubanks, Chris Farah, Izzy Mae Sherman, David Wershafter, Moshe Lahab, Julian Levy, Vicky Flink, Rosa Fitterman, Haley Sonka, Jeffrey Goldman, Hannah Miller, Bruce Fleischig, Robert Hamill, Devorah Bat Yosefa, Ben Hazen, Bill Boland, Deborah Shortlaw, Rosemary Filiaw, Joe Filiaw, Orette Cohen, the people of Ukraine, Virginia May Pentuso, Taylor Kabos, Patricia Lehman, Yitzhak Mordecai Ben Fagel, Janisha, Miriam Batamar, Michael Selig Palmer, Yehuda Ben Davida, Harold Seidman, Rhonda Tuck, and Shoshana Bat Tola. Be'etko Ha'alim Be'kilah Kedusha Bethel, HaKadosh Baruchu Yamalei Lahamim Alehem Lahazikam U'Lefuatam Ve'yishlat Lahem Mehara. Refuat Shalem Amin HaShamayim Refuat HaNefesh Refuat HaGut B'Tov Sha'ar Alei Yisrael. Be'azek Eit Yedei HaUskim B'Sarkehem Hashtav HaGala U'Izman Kareem Be'imrei Amen. On page 135 for Elena. Elena L'Shabeach L'Adon Ha'Kol, V'Seis Gedula Yotzei Bereshit, Shelo Asanu Kiryei HaRotzos, V'lo Samadu K'Mishpachot Ha'Adamah, Shelo Samadu K'Yikachem, V'Goro Yehoah. Since we do not have a minyan, we will do the 23rd Psalm together on page 97. Today we remember the following family, friends, and loved ones on their yard sites. Ending this afternoon, Don Blotchke, Ruth Goldford, Sarah Levy, Jack Litvine, Ian Scalet, Julia Scalet, Elaine Spira, and Sprince Walensky.
That's not right.
Okay, excuse me. Ending this afternoon. Today is the 5th. Maurice Abrams, Nancy Lynn Kahn, Abe Gross, Lois Katz, Leah Kolodkin, Stella Levy, Abram Lewis, Herb Starr, Max Tenenbaum, Leon Chick Weinstein, and Alfred Weiss. And yard sites beginning this evening, Anna Blausman, Bernice Russ Gauss, Pearl Philstein Lewis, Zev Yitzhak Walensky, and Stella Zoe. May their memories be for blessing. We will read the 23rd Psalm together. Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. God gives me repose in green meadows and guides me over calm waters. God will revive my spirit and bring me on the right path, for that is God's way. Though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are at my side. Your staff and your rod comfort me. You prepare a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and kindness shall be my portion all the days of my life. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord.
Who handles the camera? I mean, I know who owns the place.
Yeah, I know, Howard,
Uh,
Howard in the office.
Howard Catherine. I think, Brother, how do you feel if, we are able to communicate back and forth? And for example, I was telling you about Plano the other day. You can see how many are at they have to have their camera. So if there's 2 online, and there's 8 in here, then you've got 10.
Let me check the tshuva. I'm pretty sure that's not what the tshuva that the Committee on Jewish Law and Standards stated. But let me kind of reread it and check.
Well, before they had what they have now, they leaned away from, they wanted people present. COVID came into the picture, then they were not as concerned about.
Right, so my understanding is most of the leniencies that they made for COVID were because of COVID. If we're under the general understanding that COVID is minimized, getting lower, at least for risk, then those leniencies kind of no longer apply. My understanding of the general tshuva is that people who have visual and audio connection can not count in a minyan, but can say Kaddish and blessings by not being there, but they still need a minyan present. But let me double check that and make sure I'm
We
not
have to say
misunderstanding.
that is, you know, I went to services when I was in Dallas, in Plano. And, if there's 2 or 3 of them in the room, they got the camera, they say, well, there's 3 of us. So they only need 7
Right.
to make the minyan that way. It depends on what.
So I think definitely during COVID, I would be like, when COVID was at its peak, I would have no problem with that. I think the question we, along with the ritual committee and the leadership, need to decide is when do we consider that point of the emergency leniencies to no longer be relevant. I haven't had those conversations with any of the leadership to be able to answer that yet.
I used to be a part of the leadership, but that was a long time ago. But, I would like to do something, at no cost to the synagogue that would give us that, if it was acceptable from a standpoint of.
Let's talk with the leadership and the ritual committee and we can kind of sort that out. I'll add it to the list of questions I have for the ritual committee.
I think Susan Brooke probably.
Is there anything I need to do for the alarm?
Huh?
No, it automatically sets at 11 and cuts off at 6.
Got it, okay.
When there's not a minute.
Bernard,
Hey,
I'll see you at 8 here.
yeah, 8 or before.
Okay.
All right, when we
Have a good
don't
night.
have 10 people, we read this silently, we skip Kedusha, don't
Correct. Kedusha's only said when there's
we? Okay.
Well, you make sure you turn out your office light, the library light.
instead of Kedusha, you say these 2 lines at the bottom. These 2 lines you say when you're reciting privately,
Oh,
or when there's, including when there's no minyan.
okay,
This is only said aloud.
okay. I would like, if you're fixing to go, I like to follow you
Okay.
and see which way you're going, see if it's different from.
Okay.
Because the way I go, I think you go right down my street.
I think I've been taking Highland to
Highland.
Niazuma, and taking that up to Altamont, which goes to 34th, to Cliff, to,
That's a lot of turns.
there's a lot of turns, but I've actually figured it out.
Cliff Road,
Huh?
Cliff Road.
Yeah, it goes Cliff, I think, to 10th, to Rockford, to Claremont, to.
Go with him. Let him give you a ride. Cause I wanna follow the rabbi.
I used to see her a couple times a week.
Go that way?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
did you ever get on Claremont Road?
Yeah.
I mean, you have,
Yeah.
because you're wrong, you're to the left of Claremont.
So it goes, so
Let
I
me-
ended up taking 10th to Rockford to Claremont, which takes me down.
Monday.
Well, just follow me
Okay.
until we
I'm
get to
following
Claremont,
you.
just follow me until we get to Claremont, cause you'll know where to go, just to keep following Claremont.
Wednesday,
Okay. Sounds good. Let me go pack up. Gentlemen, have a lovely evening.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you all for coming. Nice to end our day together.
hopefully, we'll have menus Tuesday, the week of Wednesday, maybe.
God will.
second week. What,